Hello and welcome, Snake here. Today I want to try something different, and I think I'll try this as a new series, and I call this a spotlight. I'll make a spotlight for a lord, I'll make a spotlight for a hero, but I'll make a spotlight for a unit. So it's gonna be like hero spotlight and lord spotlight. Today's lord is the new addition added in the Omens of Destruction, and it's Bloodspeaker. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna just talk pros and cons and what I think it's good at, just pretty much to deep dive into every unit to, get some more insight and some thoughts about it. Maybe I'll, we can always start discussion if I say something dumb. So, Bloodspeaker. Bloodspeaker is a mortal added... Jesus, shut up. Yeah, so he is like a cultist. He's like a cultist, just better, right? So Bloodspeaker is equipped with a couple of abilities that let him, for instance, heal somebody. So his abilities are like Blood Sacrifice. It does damage to himself and heal something. It doesn't resurrect. This damage is negated by magic resistance. So if you take for Blood Reaper and you pop up the... where is it? Yeah. If you pop up the Locus of Abjuration, you're gonna get yourself 65% magic resistance, spell resistance, okay. So spell resistance. And if you bind this with some extra spell resistance that, like, he has 45%. And I have nothing here. I know for sure that, hold on. I started to make some technologies. No, there is nothing yet when it comes to spell resistance, okay? Sometimes there are items for heroes or traits in general that provide some extra spell resistance, but I don't see anything here. So my guess is that's his. Maybe some traits here. Definitely high enough. So if you parry that with Blood Reaper, you pretty much almost take no damage and you can heal 3 times. It's a percent per second. It's only 10 seconds, so it's not like crazy. But it's always something. So having heal in Khorne is quite unique. Next up is Wild Abandon, and I love this ability. It adds melee attack, reduce melee defense, and adds cannot die. Its duration lasts 50 seconds. This makes this ability quite insane. Why? Because when you have summons from the Skull of a Skulltron, right? Where is... Jesus. You have this. You can summon from beyond bloodletters. It's nothing like crazy, right? There is an army. Yeah. Slaughtered in Relentless Rage. Yeah, so Slaughtered Pride is the talent, but Relentless Rage, it makes that entities cannot die for 20 seconds. So when I summon on his army units, then I pop, when they're about to expire, I'm giving them Wild Abandon. It gives them 40 melee attack, and for 50 seconds they cannot die. This is insanely powerful. I highly recommend to test it out because it's so freaking good. That unit that it's summoned does so much. It's super worth it. And next up is Murderous Exhort Incantations. I cannot read. It's AoE effect, AoE effect explosion. It does visual effect where like explosion happens around it. Just normal AoE that duration 20 seconds. Quite good. It does have no punishment, so you can just drop it, and it's very, very good against blobs. And of course, a blob's gonna happen if you play with him. Next up is Pilgrimage of Skulls, which, you know, makes unbreakable and restore vigor per second. Very nice. And next up is, of course, Gate of Khorne. He has access to Gate of Khorne for one usage only. But it works very nice. There's some others. Yeah, Gruesome Display. It's also very nice. Ability, another ability. It happens all the time. So Gruesome Display is active all the time. Reduce melee attack around it. And Leadership. Very nice. 35 meters. Decent. He also provides speed for entire army, strider, and armor piercing. On himself, he has control and physical, and composed battle loot, and some campaign movement range. He also reduces upkeep for Skull Reapers and Ratmongers, and makes them better. And technically, these are the desired units you want to have for him. But I'm not having them yet, obviously because I can't. But also, I think he can be used into more than just this. Because his mount is Chaos War Shrine, which I like 2 War Shrines. One is Khorne and one is Nurgle. But he is designed to lead armies full of infantry. Because he provides so much buffs for them. It's so good. Not only infantries, he can go like with some monsters. I would say definitely with monsters. But the problem with monsters is their speed. Spawn of Khorne or... yeah, these are too fast. So monsters are a little bit too fast. Because when you put him on Chaos War Shrine, he is 44. You add 10% more, so it's gonna be like 48, 49, less than 50. So infantry is, the speed of infantry is pretty much that. A little bit lower, as you can see, but it's, yeah, it's definitely their speed. Because everything others is outmatching him in his speed. Maybe Skull Cannons and Blood Shrines of Khorne could be used with it, because that's another army composition. But again, they're too fast, so I would stick to infantry. When he's on the War Shrine, he does get another abilities, which is Giver of Furious Glory. You need to kill some units, and then you provide base weapon damage, armor piercing weapon damage, and 15%, up to 15% ward save. It's huge. It's huge how much it does provide it. And if you, of course, that makes him vulnerable because he's taller, he's bigger than everyone, so missile will focus him. So you have options to either build him up somehow to be a little bit tougher, so give him some items, or just take it like a man. I mean, just not take it like a man, literally, but being careful. So you burn some ammo before the battle starts, unless CA change that, but just being smart and not get caught in a arrows or bullets storm. Providing a lot of leadership around him. He's just very, very good leader of an army. I gave him also Blood Reaper because Blood Reaper on Blood Throne provides another pair of buffs, which is great. I gave him Exalted Hero just to have something fast that can kill stuff, and Cultists of Khorne. Cultists of Khorne, normally I put them on War Shrines if I play with infantry, but I'm trying to have Cultists for every possible army because of Gate of Khorne and, you know, Greater Gate of Khorne. Plus, he does also provide some buffs for Skull Reapers and Ratmongers, which I'm planning to do for this army. So it's gonna be like that. And it will be full infantry army with him on the Blood Shrine. Not Blood Shrine, but the War Shrine. On his own, he's not great of a fighter, but he is a support unit that will do very, very well with army of infantry. It's something like Saurus Lord, you know, for Lizardmen. If you have a Saurus Lord with Saurus units, that's your army that can, you know, you can play with this till end of a game, pretty much. It's not gonna be the best of its best, because Saurus Lord is not providing so much as Bloodspeaker, but it's still very good composition. I found a tough trait. There is not many like insane traits for them. Typical standard, you know, traits. So we have Cunning, Murderer, Maimer, we have Disciplined, we have a couple of others. But Tough and Weapon Master is very good. I would say Tough is better, because as you can see, in War Shrine, melee defense is only 30. So if you go down to Chaos Steed, absolutely getting back his weapon, melee defense. So he's very, you know, his stats are really so much better on Steed, but you lose that 15%, up to 15% ward save and other buffs. So your army, you need to choose if you want to have a good lord that will, you know, just do something, or you want to have a lord, okay lord, and that buff entire army that can last longer, do much more. That's why I have a heroes to support him in killing SEMs, but him is just so much better in just, you know, buffing the army, which I highly recommend to try out. Is there anything else? Yeah, you can buff characters like here, ward save. There are some buffs in general, but it's nothing major, so there won't be anything that change all I said at the moment. If you buff more, you can buff infantry to make it more viable, but again, it's not like something amazing outside of what they have already. Yes, there won't be anything importantly. So, very good support, very powerful, vulnerable to missile. It's not about vulnerability, it's about being main target. It's like when you play Lizardman again, slants are always being shot. AI choose slants over any other unit. If you have like Oracle next to it, or something else, like a Stegadon, whatever, Slan is priority for AI, which Bloodspeaker is as a Slan here, so he will be always target by spells, single entity spells if they're in range, missile, and of course artillery. You can burn the hell out of missile. Yes, if you find a way to sustain his life, he will be so much better. But definitely you need to watch out. And if you find a way to like heal him, or improve his stats higher by, getting traits and everything, he won't disappoint you as a Lord. Very good support. But be careful. And I think that's it. I'm not going to talk more. I hope I, exhausted all knowledge I could share with him, my insight. And I'm very curious, what do you think about, a video like this? Because plan is to focus on every, possible Lord, hero, stuff like this. But I'm trying to make something new. And your feedback is crucial here. So if you lasted that long, please tell me, what do you think? Subscribe if you like what I do. Have a great day. Till the next time, take care and bye-bye.